Great morning. I've been asked to read on Alissa Navarro, an autistic teen who was missing, and now out of the blue, after 8 years, she's shown up and something seems suspicious. Now I have no idea about this at all. Alissa Navarro, I've read nothing about it. But let's just see what cards are going to say with this. We have some toxic thing that happened, and there may be some information somewhere. Now, a lot of times those have to do with sometimes here learning, book learning, law. It could be law, but it could be some information somewhere may come out about the toxic situation, what happened with it. So let's see what we have. What can you tell me about this Alissa Navarro happening? That she was gone for so long and then just popped up. At the center of it, we have didn't know, didn't see. So let's pull our other cards and see if we can figure this out. In the past, we have justice. Could be justice or the lack thereof. And now currently we have somebody wanting to get away with something. Or the grand takeaway. Take away what you can and leave the rest. The challenge is some kind of an emotional happening, an overflowing of emotions with it. Clarification is a new something. Now we had emotional something happening new, and we have also grounded in daily life something. The challenge has taken place of something new. So I wonder what the theft, the justice, wanting justice, and then the theft of something. Mental theft. Let's see what we have. Above it was about her world. The conclusion or end point, this was about the message of the mind, mental message that was there, and abuse. There was an abusive thing. Maybe somebody had control of her. Let's see what we have underneath of it. See if it's this being able to finally distance and walk away. We have in the past this mental idea of something that wanted the desires that were there, trying to get away with something. The challenge now is mentally getting her to stay quiet, something new coming in. Underneath of it, getting away. It was a family situation. We have moving forward. And like I said, I don't pull upside down. Either this is somebody of compassion that helped her, or this could be somebody that's going to come under judgment. Somebody that was cruel. Did somebody in her family steal her away? There's going to be an investigation because a lot of stuff is up in the air with it. This is a bit confusing, trying to figure what this is, but let's just take them and see. At the center, again, we have maybe not fully comprehending, taking things in. There was a mental message and a takeaway, trying to get away with something. The challenge was this an abusive thing and her being mentally tied up. We have wanting to get away, move to a different, to something new. Above it, we had her world, what was consumed in her world, wanting justice. There is judgment coming down, and there will be more investigations done. We had this distancing emotionally. Somebody was there that wanted their desires fulfilled. The challenge was this new thing happening, and it could be somebody not really compassionate, because somebody cruel, and a lot of things are still up in the air. There may be new looks at maybe family, somebody that's known, and trying to figure a way forward. So let's look at those two. Toxic information. It looks like perhaps somebody that was in the family or known to the family might have had something to do with it. Maybe she was not fully comprehending at the time. So, I'm sorry, I'm not giving a real good comprehensive thing on this. I'm going to try doing the 3-card things and see what we can find out, see if it's going to give us any more. But it looks like she was maybe coerced, or somebody just was overpowering her mentally, that she was overpowered. Okay, let's see. In the center, we have things being juggled. Going into it, some sort of, illusion, delusion, mental, having to do with the past. Okay. Juggling a history of something that was not quite right. We have the Pandora's box. Going into it, she was again mentally a bit handicapped with that, tied up, and it had to do again with the family life. The Pandora's box. It keeps coming back to something to do with perhaps her family. We have trying to figure the action forward. Going into it, there was the message about justice. A message about justice, wanting justice. Now that's where we started out with it too, about justice. Okay, let's do one more round. At the center, we had a manipulation or a major change and make it happen card. The new action. There was the new action, and because facing loss, feeling loss. I don't know. I get the feeling that somebody in her family just didn't want to deal with her, and she was taken by somebody. Maybe, I don't know if they paid for this person to take her or whatever, or she was just trying to get away. But wherever it was, whether somebody actually took her or whether she found herself once she left in a position of, being dominated in some way, is what it looks like's going on. Now, I could be totally 180 degrees off in the wrong direction, because like I said, I have no information about this at all. I've never even heard her name, so this is totally blind read. But thanks for tuning in and your question, and we'll see you online. It looks like more questions than answers in this one.